We're late. It's 4:29. We're behind schedule. Actually, really creepy too. Wow, this is like a weird thing to kind of share with you guys. I'm away to the gym, like I just said, and the exact same car is behind me from yesterday. And that's really weird because I know that because it has one missing front headlight. It has like, the car has 4, but only 3 are showing. So, if I go missing, you guys are the last to hear. So please take note. A little worried. But excited. We got a sick back day today with some biceps, arms. I'm fired up. We're gonna knock this out, baby. And this video is gonna be a little bit different. Taking you on a trip to Arkansas. Going down for a little work trip for NPC Arkansas. So we're going to be seeing some badass bodybuilders get after it. That is Saturday. Today is Friday. So we're going to work out. Got to create some content for work. Got to do my work. Then we're hitting the road. Me and my main man, Corey. We're hitting the road, about a 6-hour drive. I think it's Little Rock. I think that's what it is. I apologize to my Arkansas friends. We're heading over to Little Rock, about a 6-hour drive. We'll be there for the night, get everything rock and rolling for the previous day, Saturday. One of my roles for First Form is helping out with events, okay? And I cannot tell you how much fun it is to get involved with these events. And it's not just bodybuilding, it's CrossFit, it's powerlifting, high rocks, like all across the board. We show up for events, and I gotta say, it's like one of the more powerful things within the fitness community, because I feel that more than ever, you know, human connection is just so freaking important. Not only because we're coming back still a little bit from the COVID situation and, you know, being able to be humans and communicate again, but also now because of AI and, you know, companies, you know, wanting to have less human interaction to, one, save money, but also, you know, save effectiveness at work. You know, it's eliminating a lot of conversations, eliminating a lot of connection. And so when we get to go to these events, I've had the pleasure of meeting the most incredible people, men and women, the most badass men and women in their sports, and just hear some just phenomenal stories of, you know, overcoming situations, you know, battling through adversity, the successes, the losses, you know, what has ultimately pushed them to become the person that they are today. And it gives you a ton of perspective to understand that, again, when you're going through tough times, you know, and you kind of question yourself, you know, am I going to get through this? Am I going to make this work? Yeah, you can. Because if this person can, cool. We've already shown that it's possible, right? Everything's impossible till it becomes possible. So that's where I take a lot of pleasure in being able to go to these events and talk to the athletes and just hear their side of the story. And, you know, the best part too is when they come home with that gold and they come over to you and like, I told you, I knew it, I saw it in your eyes. And it's special, man. It truly is special. So really excited for that. I don't know if Arkansas is known for anything besides Walmart. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99.99% that's where Walmart was founded. But I don't know if they got food. I don't know if they got, like, I don't know. I just don't know Arkansas. I will say it's the one state that I've not been to. I'm pretty confident to tell you guys as well. I've been to 43 states across the United States. 43 feels pretty damn accurate of me to say. So hopefully this can make it 44. Yeah, pretty sure. But we'll be taking you along the ride for that. Show some meals, show some debauchery along the way. Me and Corey used to do a lot of traveling together for the company, for First Form, especially back when our energy drinks very first started. We would hit the road and we would be in a different state for about a week at a time. And, just sampling the energy drinks and putting it out there to the world and kind of just showing them again, like, who we are. A simple handshake can go so far nowadays. And, I like to think that that's where not all my personality has come from, but being able to handle odd situations at any point. I think being able to trust your conversational skills and not get too caught up in, the nervousness of being on the spot. What's going on here? Sir, what are you doing? I'm going to go. If you're not going to go, I'm going to go. Come on, bro. That was weird. People are weird at, 4 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. The brains don't work. They don't work. I don't know what it is. I mean, mine don't work to its full capacity, but it's enough to freaking get me on the road and not run anybody over. I did run over that one deer. I did hit that deer, so I can't say I haven't ran anything over. But we're still keeping it safe out here, okay? So, well, yeah, we got back day, and yesterday, sick little PR. I did. It's funny, man, and I hate to be that broken record where, I was talking about this in my last video, but it's like, I'm proving to be the example that I talk about, and one, that makes me really proud, but two, again, I get to show what's possible. I get, impossible, it's impossible till it's possible. We're always going to be stronger than we think, mentally, physically, spiritually. We truly have it in us. We just got to be willing to push. We got to be willing to just accept the faith that I might fail, but I'm going to get better, or I might just full on fucking succeed. I might just dominate. I don't know. But I did incline press. I grabbed the 130s for the first time ever, and I did them for 9. Like, that was so crazy. And, I have benched, like on an actual bench, I have benched 405 before, 4 plates on each side. It was probably one of the craziest highlights of my fitness career. But there's such a interesting difference with bench and dumbbell press, and to be moving the 130s, like, I don't want to say like nothing. Like, when they're in your hand, they feel like something. But when you watch on video and how smooth and controlled that it looks, it's like, well, okay, looks like we're going the 140s. 140s for 5 next week. And, this is not about ego lifting. It's not about, hurting yourself. It's not about just pushing limits to an extreme where, like, you get yourself in a bad spot. It's about making sure you know what you're truly capable of. Okay, there's always going to be a point where you hit the brick wall and you can't move. Okay, cool. We learned the threshold. We learned the ceiling for now, right? But ceilings, they're meant to be lifted, right? We're meant to raise the roof. So when we can push those limits, we learn new capabilities. We learn truly where we're at. And it's what sets your foundation to then structure, how do I continue to move this needle forward? Whether it's a weight loss journey, it's a weight gain journey, it's a strength journey, it's an endurance journey. Like, there's going to be so many different ways that you can push and test yourself to then figure out what the new threshold is to then continue to move forward. It's how literally any athlete, ever grows. So you got to push. And I'm not saying that everybody has to be, crazy, like hitting crazy PRs or, hitting, all-time shred levels or anything like that. But I encourage you that if you are driven by anything in the gym, next week, put it on your to-do list. Let's try to push. Let's try something new. Let's get out there. Let's get hungry. Let's see what we can really do with our bodies safely, right? If you're doing anything with weight, PRs with weight, have safety equipment, have, a spotter, have all that good stuff. Make sure you're good. If you're in the endurance side, You know, push yourself. You know, let's see your fastest mile. Let's see your fastest 5K, 10K, 25K. Obviously, I'm not an endurance guy, and I just, when I say 25K, maybe build up a bit if you're not as seasoned as some other runners. I'm sure there's a little bit more preparation than just a random dude on YouTube just telling you, hey, go fucking run a 25K. Unless you're David Goggins, then, you know, do your thing. But moral of the story, let's push. Let's get ourselves out there. Let's see what we got within ourselves, okay? Because that hard work is necessary. That hard work is what primes your mind for anything outside of the gym. It's what primes you up and shows that when your body is under stress, when your mind is under stress, you can work. You can feel... Is that a cop? No. No? Not a cop. We're good. But it teaches your mind that when we're under stress, when we're nervous, when we're a little sweaty, okay, we can stay calm. We can be under control. There's no reason to panic. Just move. Just keep moving forward. Make the next best move. Okay? And we need that in our lives, man, especially now with so many things up in the air with the world. And if you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you, you're going to let your emotions make terrible decisions. We can never act on emotion. We need to be able... You can be emotional at first, but you got to take time to take a step back and think logically, think rationally, think through a situation to have the best possible outcome. And that's where, again, being in these tough situations of pushing your body, you learn how to clear your mind in those difficult situations. How do I block the noise? How do I get the negativity out of my head? How do I just be in a more peaceful mindset to tackle this problem? Okay? I will say that has been a major key to just any shit that's thrown on my plate. You know, I can feel the flutters in my heart. I can be nervous. I can be mad. I can be upset. But those emotions will do nothing for my outcome. Okay? Nothing. Okay? And by nothing, it sets me up for failure. And it can do the same for you. So this challenge, you know, this motivation, this, whatever you want to call it, me telling you to push the limit, goes way beyond the gym. It goes way beyond just telling Instagram that, hey, I hit a PR. It goes way beyond any of that. It's what changes your life eventually down the line and gets you to a better spot mentally, spiritually, emotionally, to just tackle problems and just be the best version for yourself, your friends, your family, and make sure everything's moving flawlessly. There we go. I was looking for a different word, but flawlessly works. Flawlessly works. Okay. So, getting pretty close to the gym. Got to smack some pre. We got back, delts, biceps. My coach was lucky enough, sweet enough, I should say, sweet young man. He was sweet enough to give me 2 bicep movements today because he said, well, shit, if you're going to this NPC show, we got to make sure that those arms are a little blown up. Make sure that you're not the smallest guy there, which I will not be. I refuse. Might have to stuff my arms with some socks and just make sure that everything's looking good. But we're going to get swole, baby. Because swole is the goal. So, get swole, get juicy, and I'll see you guys after the gym. No, in the gym, and then after the gym. So, some good news, some bad news. The good news, fucking sick pump. Let's go. Back day, buys, great success. Okay, knocked that one out of the fucking park. Bad news, lost my wallet. What the fuck? 4 a.m., already lost my wallet. Not a good start. Not a good start to the Friday, not a good start to the trip. Okay, we're a little bit of an Easter egg hunt right now. We're gonna have to go find it. Hopefully it's at home. Hopefully it's here at work. I'm gonna start crying. And I will say, one of the good things of technology, and it being the future right now, aka 2025, we have the ability to freeze cards, which is great. You can freeze the debit card, you can freeze the credit card. Phenomenal. Bad news about the future. It takes 25 years to get a new ID. So if I lost my ID, I'm screwed. Not really, but really fucking annoying. So, like I said, a little bit of an Easter egg hunt on this Friday. But a beautiful pump. So, gonna be optimistic. Gonna have a good attitude. Because gotta control the controllables. No one delivered it to my desk. Oh. But we'll get post-workout in, shower, eat, create some content, get the work day going, and get on the road. I'll let you guys know if I find my wallet though. Keep you in the loop. Say your prayers. All right, y'all. Work day is over. Me and Corey now gotta load up the Jeep, get everything rocking and rolling, and we're gonna be on our way. We might be stopping for some Cajun food. I don't know where. He sent me something. It looked fire. It looked like a literal hut, like a hut. Like a motherfucker just built this thing like, I don't know, 1824. So it looked fire. Those are the places you can trust. So we'll be eating there, and who knows what time we'll get there. Who knows what time we'll get anywhere. The boys are just rolling. So we're gonna load this thing up, get to it.
Dude, that's sweet.
That's my cardio for the day. Okay, good morning, y'all. We are here in Arkansas. We made it safe. The intro to Arkansas was a bit rough. First showed up at the wrong hotel. Then the only bar at around like 10:30 that was open and restaurant-wise had a burlesque drag show going on. So the atmosphere wasn't the most calm. It was a little lively. So didn't feel it was right to go order a pizza in there. Long drive. We needed to chill out. So had to go to McDonald's. Had to put down a couple quarter pounders and some nuggies. You always got to get the nuggies. But definitely feeling it this morning. Definitely feeling very swollen. Very swollen. The whole body just feels puffy. But nonetheless, it's going to be a phenomenal day. We're attacking some complimentary buffet breakfast. Going to give it hell. Going to eat as much as we can because it's going to be a long day. Who knows when next time we'll be able to eat. MPC Arkansas. Like I said, it's going to be a long day. A lot of competitors going down. I'm excited to see everybody putting in their best work. But let's show the food. Let's show a little bit of the food. Oh yeah. Corey? What?
I said lube, boob, cube. Clean little family feud.
Nice, let's go.
Yeah, dude.
Nice, yeah, we got
Fucked up still, brother.
we got Family Feud over there, and we got American Ninja Warrior over there. So stellar setup on the TVs. Yeah. Corey's a big American Ninja Warrior guy.
Yeah, huge.
But we're gonna bash this food, get handsomed up, look a little bit better than what we look like now. Hopefully the swollenness goes away, and then it's time to get after it. So my little thing for you guys here is, regardless of the shitty situations, find the positivity. Life's still gonna be full of oh no, what the fucks, but you keep on rolling the punches. Do it with a smile though. Catch you in a bit. And we're back. We're back home. I missed a few things. I didn't do the best at showcasing the event. After we got set up, it became a whirlwind. It became not chaos, because it wasn't chaos. It was just going. Like, the event was going. And, you know, during these events, being able to talk to people is always the biggest goal. It's always the opportunity to, you know, build positive and fun relationships within the fitness community and just hear people's stories. So the show went really well. It was a smaller show. You know, talking to the promoter, Jack, he was explaining that this is the second NPC show in Arkansas, and a little bit bigger outcome. outcome than last year's show. So it is growing. Next year's is expected to be bigger. But for those that know the NPC, as a whole, the entire federation continuously grows, and it's really cool to see. So the event was great. The event, we did the prelims, or the pre-judging, and it was good to meet the people, right? It's usually a little bit laid back. Not laid back. It's just a little less interactive in the beginning, only because people are really focused on what they got to do. They got to get on stage and they got to do their thing, which, cool. Do you, boo-boo. I want you to succeed. So don't worry about protein right now. Let's focus on stage. So there's that. We get an intermission. So me and my buddy Corey found a killer barbecue spot. And I mean killer. Like, it's been a while since I've had some good barbecue, and we live here in St. Louis. And it's been a minute since I've had good barbecue. Like, really good. Like, something I can, like, brag about and be like, bro, you got to go check this place out. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll drop it right here so that you guys can check it out. But in Arkansas, to find this, it was pretty cool. The cuts were awesome. The food was great. The sauces were phenomenal. Service was impeccable. Our man cutting the meat, dude, I got no words for his skills. He was a magician with a knife. Best way to put it, I guess. So we had the barbecue, and then we had awards. We had finals, and this is where we had more time to talk to the athletes. And this is kind of my closing piece to you guys, because I know this video is a little all over the place. It's not very well put together. I had a much different version of it in my head, but I think it's good to try these things. I want to get a little uncomfortable and trying to get a little different creativity flowing with how I present my life to you guys. Not just trying to be the average, gym content creator, but what else can I deliver to y'all? So my first go around, not the best. We'll learn, we'll get better. But my biggest takeaway that I want to be able to give you guys, especially from the weekend like this, where in the second half of the show, where we have the opportunity to talk to these athletes, you get to hear some really cool stories. You get to hear the adversities. You get to hear why they started. And it fires me up. Like, it truly, truly does fire me up. And like I've kind of shared, I do have some aspirations now of stepping on stage in 2026. And I've never done it. It's my first time ever trying to do it. God willing, everything works out, and I'm able to take those steps and, do everything the right way and, be healthy through it all. But, to talk to these athletes, people will surprise you. Okay, people will surprise you. And what I mean by that is when it seems like they really might not have it in them, and they pull it out and they show you that they can do it. To me, it's one of the more badass things, because even in themselves, they had a little bit of doubt, right? You got to think back to all the points in your life where maybe you're starting something new, maybe you get the idea of starting something new, or maybe you're just tossed into something and you're kind of already doubting yourself. Like, man, I don't know how this is going to go. Like, this ain't going to work, or I'm not going to make it to the end. I'm not too sure. But along the way, you start to build a little bit of momentum. You start to lay a couple bricks. You start to find some foundation, whatever you want to call it. But you start to find your way through it all, and sooner than later, you're a lot closer than you thought. You're actually, winning. You're actually seeing progress. You're actually becoming the person that you're meant to be. And that's a beautiful process that I think a human can go through, because I think it's really easy to get caught up in social media and the world and see what we have and what we do have, play the comparison game, and you see people with all these accolades and these awards and the money and the fame, and it's like, okay, well, where's mine? What do I have to show? And we might not have it in the moment, right? In the moment is very crucial, but when you can slowly start to build this confidence, the confidence radiates. The confidence goes with you everywhere. People start to look at you in a different light a little bit and be like, there's something different about you. Maybe it's just how you look in the, with the appearance because it's going to the gym. But I think it goes way beyond that. I think there's a literal aura that's around you that people can pick up on and understand that he or she is getting better, and they want a small glimpse of that. They want to understand how can they do it too. And this is where I really do think it's so important for people to speak up. I had a really cool conversation with a young man that's trying to get into content creation, and his vision of it is a lot different than others. He wants to be able to use his voice. He wants to be able to use, God in his content. And he was sharing how, he feels that, the content doesn't go anywhere, and, he's only getting a few views, but, anytime he shows his shirt, he takes off his shirt, he gets all the views. And, we kind of have that deep conversation where, the views and the likes, they're nice, but that doesn't dictate everything, right? If you're getting those 200 views and you get 20 likes and you get a couple comments, but those people have said that this genuinely changed my life, that's the part that's worth it. You still have to like have the perspective of like, okay, what is 100 people? What is 200 views, right? Put yourself in a room with 200 people right now. How comfortable would you feel talking in front of them? It's a little scary. I have some posts, this is not a bragging piece whatsoever. I have some posts that I've done 500,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, 12 million, 20 million. I cannot even fathom trying to speak in front of 1,000. I think I could do pretty well in front of 500. I like to think. But 1,000, it's crazy. So for you to show up every day and put in work and create momentum, build the bricks, slowly, piece by piece, build yourself into the person that you want to become, right? Not be someone else, but be someone that you genuinely, wholeheartedly want to become. It's life-changing for you and people that are paying attention as well, because now you and them both understand what is capable. We're all capable of creating this greatness within us. It just takes a little bit of momentum, it takes a little bit of action, it takes a little bit of you being boisterous to hear, or for people to hear that, again, they can do it too. If I'm sounding like a broken record, then I'm going to say, great, that's the point of this, right? The more that we can hear it, the better that we can establish this in our brain is something that we got to attempt. I'm not going to say you have to go do it. I'm not going to force you to do it, because I can't at the end of the day. You have to force yourself. You have to create that grit and discipline to want to get up and start moving, in whatever capacity that looks like, okay? But being able to talk to these athletes and afterwards see them win, whether it's their class, the overall, like the big deal, or, maybe they take second, third, maybe they don't place, but they come back with lessons, or, the judges gave them what to work on and they're excited. Like, how can you not be fired up for that person? Because now that's more fire under their ass, whether they won or they lost, right? There's, no L's, only lessons. There's so much growth that's going to come out of it as long as the mental is right? You remove the emotions, the excitement, the upsetness. I don't know if that's a word, but the upsetness. Hopefully that's a word. That's going to be really embarrassing. But you remove the emotions and you think logically through this of, okay, it's over with. What next? How do we move? What's the next course of action? If you won, please enjoy the night. If you lost, please enjoy the night. Live your life. Do what you got to do to get the mental back right. Have some time with the family. Living out of a plastic bowl ain't always the easiest, especially with the bodybuilding show. But, do what you got to do, but then get back to the drawing board. What are we doing next? Because now we have even more momentum. But just like I said a few videos back, you can create negative momentum. So it's that never-ending challenge of, what are these cars doing? Lord have mercy. Sorry, guys. I get a little aggressive when I drive, to be honest with you. Where's they at? Oh, building negative momentum. You can do that as well. So this is where, after a situation like this, okay, whether you're competing, it's a presentation, something monumental in your life, what is next and how do you just keep moving forward? Don't just sit back. Don't just be on your heels and think that it's all going to be fine and dandy, and just because you did something, it's all, that's it. It's all said and done. Now, if that's all you want to do is like kind of leave it at that, that's cool. Nothing wrong with it as well. But we're here to find growth. We're here on this page to push limits. We're here to make sure that if we have an opportunity to keep moving forward, we're going to do it, okay? So I just want you guys to take that piece and know that there's always going to be growth. There's always a way to start. There's always an opportunity for movement. You just have to truly believe in that and believe in yourself too. It might start with minor belief in the very beginning, but it builds over time. You guys will get to that point where you feel genuinely impressed with yourself. I like to think I've been there a couple times in my life, and unfortunately, I fall back. I am human. We all tend to kind of have those slight moments where we lose a little bit of belief in ourselves. But if you're still showing up, it comes back. It truly does. So we're gonna keep believing, baby. We're gonna keep fighting. I gotta go home right now. Time to start cooking. Meal prep Sunday. Start getting ready for the week. I put a poll on my Instagram asking if I should do the 140s or the 150s on incline dumbbell tomorrow. Majority of the people voted 150s, but Coach had to see it, and he says 140s. So we'll be tossing up 140s. That's going to be some uncharted waters. I'm excited for that. But I mean, for those that saw the 130s, man, flying. Felt like 100. Now 100s I could do like 24. But it felt light. Felt pretty good. So 140s tomorrow. We're going to get locked in. We're going to get loaded. Well, actually, correct myself. I'm posting this Monday night. This is Sunday right now. This is like Inception. When you guys are watching this video, scratch this. I'm gonna put on my Instagram. Okay. If you want to check out me slamming the 140s, dumbbell chest press, follow me on Instagram. Check it out there. We're gonna make it a little bit easy, so we're gonna do that. Okay, send you over to the Instagram, check it out. If you want to follow me, be greatly appreciated. We'd love to chat. Any questions you got, please throw them my way. But I appreciate y'all, especially joining me on this crazy ride. I know it wasn't the most well put together, but we're learning, we're getting better. That's the point. We're having fun though. We got smiles, we got opportunities. We're getting better every single day. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and more importantly, as always, stay juicy. Let's go.